magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And thank you for making that conscious effort to join us this Wednesday afternoon. So since it's a Wednesday, alam na natin to. I hope that you've marked your calendars. Every Wednesday is coffee break. So you're all welcome to join us for a coffee break. At sana at this point, nagkakape rin kayo. But this will not be complete without my other companions. I'd like to call in, ayan, DJ Shai, and of course, DJ Nick.
Hey, ayan, nagkakape na nga kami.
Yun nga eh. React ako. Hello. Hi, Chloe. Chloe, I have to say, ang ganda ng shine ng buhok mo ngayon.
Exactly. I mean,
paano ba sabihin kung bakit?
Bakit? Seryoso,
Thank you.
I was just staring at it the entire time you were talking.
yeah.
Thank you, Revlon, Color Supply.
Ayan.
Yung kulay niya.
Ang
So, ayun.
It's so shining, shimmering, splendid.
Diba?
Parang
Gusto
feel ko
mo
sa Tangled na mag-heal ang wounds ko pag hinawakan ko yung buhok mo.
Share ko sa'yo. Anywho, so kumusta naman kayo? How do you spend your days? Working from home?
Aside from
nothing has changed, no?
the happiness of going to work for on air,
Yeah.
aside from that, wala talaga, nakakabot yung nasa bahay, no? Aside from the job that we have to do, like ito, for example, coffee break, this is like a really good distraction from the monotony of what goes on in our lives, right? So how about you, Nick?
Yeah,
Nick?
same. I mean, you've probably seen all corners of this unit. Now you're seeing the cabinet behind me. So like I'm just trying to move around. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do the tasks every day. When it comes to music and trying to keep everybody company. But it is kind of
Lonely?
It can get lonely. But no, I'm okay. I'm okay now. Like,
Talaga ba?
Wala ka bang kausap, Nick?
Meron naman po.
Okay.
I think that's where social media, come in, which is great. We get to connect to people. We get to connect to ex-lovers. No, I'm kidding.
Ex-lover? Bakit ex-lovers talaga?
Di ba usual yun ngayon? Parang ganun naman yung trend.
Current fling.
Message. Parang, well, yeah, there's current fling. Pero parang mas ngayon nire-rekindle yung love ng mga tao sa isa't isa for some reason.
Oh my gosh! Dahil bored mga tao. Ako, I would never. Not anymore. Traumatized na, sabi!
Exactly.
Kasi
You gotta
parang
protect your heart.
parang you know what's going to happen again kasi galing ka na doon. Why would you still...
Like for example, kung niloko ka, lolokohin ka lang ulit ngayon. Or something like that.
Diba? Which brings me to our topic for today. Kasi alam niyo, ako lately, na-addict ako sa K-drama and I've been watching, tinapos ko ng 2 days yung The World of the Married. Yeah, The World of the Married.
Wait,
I've
I honestly watched that even before Netflix because my sister made me watch it and I was so interested. Sobrang hooked ako.
Nakuha ko kasi it's not like the kabitan cheating na there's a lot of histrionic people.
Yeah.
It talks about parang pinakita lang nila how people handle situations like that. Like if you handle it this way, ito yung outcome. Kung ganito naman, ito yung outcome. But anywho, that's what we're gonna talk about today. Yeah, let's talk about cheating.
Dapat naman
Kasi inain niya ngayon, isipin mo ha, yung bang pakikipag-usap mo sa ex mo online because I don't know, you're bored while you're with someone, although hindi kayo magkasama during this quarantine, is it called cheating na ba? What do you think?
Yes.
Shai?
Yes, hard. Yes. Come on. I think this is a general rule for all of us. If you feel that you have to hide it from your partner, if you feel, whether that's just messages, whether that's seeing them in person or whatever, kung ano man ang extent nun, but if you don't want your actual partner to find out, kahit baliktarin mo ba ang mundo, cheating na yon.
Yeah.
For me.
Lalo na when you're deleting every conversation.
Exactly. Oo, di ba? And then you're becoming frisky when your partner starts looking at your phone. Na parang, bakit? Di ba?
O parang tatago-tago ka pa habang nagte-text ka, di ba? Or nag-chat or something. Ikaw, Nick, have you ever been cheated on? Experience mo na ba yun?
Gusto ko yung cheated on, yung tanong. That's very good.
Shai, akala mo ba? At saka sa sarili ko. Have you ever been cheated on? Sige nga.
Romantically, I feel like, oo naman.
Gusto ko yung specific romantically kasi in a general sense, marami na naloloko sa atin. Pero romantically...
Exactly. Friends can cheat, you know.
Yeah, I get
that.
that.
Huwag tayo sa friends. Nick, alam mo, huwag tayo sa friends. Doon tayo sa relationship. Kasi wala namang problema sa atin kung mag-cheat yung mga friends natin. Mga friends sila sa iba. Friends lang naman yun. Who cares, diba? Pero kung, depende, like if they backstab you, that's a different story. Pero like, you know, you're in a relationship and all, and then you got cheated on. Have you ever been in that situation?
I have. Feeling ko, pero pag binabalikan mo kasi siya, you would also, again, redefine what cheating is. With messages, definitely parang feeling ko naman kung ganun lagi. Pero kasi I may not consider that as cheating, honestly, for me. And because we talk about it, you know, if I have a partner, we will talk about it. But yung talagang alam mong nakipag-date na or lumabas na or nag-video.
Depende siguro sa pinag-uusapan nila, Nick.
Yeah. I mean,
diba?
Oo din naman. Oo din.
At nanahimik tayo.
So,
if they have to hide, if they feel like, parang sinabi ni Shai, but if they feel like they have to hide it from you, sobrang red flag kasi. Diba? And you should also question yourself na parang, yeah, that's, you know, I'm probably crossing the line. If you are the cheater.
Tama, I think I like what Nick said na yun nga kapag it's you know, nagte-text nga kayo pero you feel you don't have that feeling of needing to hide it from your partner or whatever and you really know that it's really just innocent, then that's fine. Pero yun nga if it's something na kailangan mo na itago sa kanila, ibang usapan na yan. But anyway.
Correct. But have you ever cheated on someone? Anybody can answer that. Kayo ba, nagawa nyo na yun? Romantically?
Oh, Nick, ano man
ngayon, ano na?
Nakamute.
Hello, can't hear you. Hello.
Copy.
Ikaw, Shai, have you ever been that
Ako, honestly,
crazy enough to...
Actually, yes. Yes, I have. And I've been very open about it. I've honestly been very open about it when, of course, not when it happened. You know, afterwards, on radio, I always say that. On interviews and whatever, on my vlogs, I always say that whenever I'm asked, yeah, I do cheat. Kasi the reason why I just admit it like this is kasi there's no excuse for what I did. There is no rhyme or reason. Parang, mali na nga na nag-cheat ka. Tapos you're going to cover it up with an excuse or whatever.
Hindi mo ma-justify.
Hindi talaga. There was no justifying what I did. I mean, I want to explain some stuff as to what led me to that, which would siguro lighten my sentence. Pero, at the end of it all, I still cheated. Pero nauna pa rin siya. But that's not an excuse.
Yeah, nagagantihan
But when you were doing that, I'm just curious, when you were doing that, were you happy?
Yeah. But, okay, sige, let's just go to the quick details of it lang. Kasi I was waiting for him to break up with me na kasi we were in such a bad place na talaga. And then yun nga nalaman ko na rin he cheated on me and whatever. And then nagkataon na whilst I did not have the heart to break up with him, I didn't want to have that in my name na ako nakipag-break. Parang gusto ko siya nakipag-break sa akin. Whilst I was waiting, may lumandi lang rin ako. So yeah, I was actually in a feel good place. Para lang siyang temporary happiness nung time na yun. It wasn't like the solution to my heartache with that current guy or whatever. It was just a good short time. Good short time.
Breaker lang. Naging breather lang.
Oo, ganun lang siya. Oo. Pero the weird thing is, yun nga, nung nalaman ng guy na to na I cheated on him, ay, nag-ayos, nakipagbalikan. I mean, not necessarily nakipagbalikan. Basta
Instead na magalit sa'yo.
He got mad at me, but he wanted to repair what went wrong with us na. So ako like, okay, I was sort of like into this guy, pero sa bagay, hindi ko masyadong, like, crush ko lang, pero sige na nga, mas matagal to, I'll give it a shot or whatever. So the thing is, I don't want to say the word quits, pero that's how it felt for a while na, okay, he cheated on me, I forgave him. I cheated on him, he forgave me. So we were sort of like making that work. Pero nakakatawa, eventually, siya yung mas naging paranoid sa akin.
Yeah.
Wala, takot sa sariling multo eh. So yes, bottom line, I did cheat and I don't recommend it, guys.
And it's something that's not really good na gawin. But, you know, we're all human and we have our moments of weakness. Yun ang tawag ko dyan.
Yeah. Yes, gusto ko yung excuse na yan.
I'm only human. And, you know, I've had my share. I also had my share of crazy days. And Nick,
no, but we want to know, have you been cheated on or have you ever cheated?
I have been cheated on, and there was also a time that I also cheated.
Hey, and I think I know about this. Human. I think off the air I know about this. You know, when we're having coffee and you know, just after conversations, kala mo naman naglinis ko rin.
Ay, nako. Pero bakit nga ba, Nick, nag-cheat ang mga lalaki? Although alam na natin. Hindi lang naman
mga lalaki lang. Gusto ko yung mga lalaki.
Hindi lang naman mga babae. Ang mga babae, ang lalaki ang marunong mag-cheat, ba't babae rin? Pero, mas common sa mga lalaki yung ganito eh. Bakit nga ba?
Kumbaga, Nick, statistically, Nick, ano lang, mas marami lang yung lalaki. We're not saying na men are known cheaters or whatever. We're factual lang, sa statistics lang.
Chloe's inbox.
Yun pa lang.
Chloe's inbox. Sa bagay. Fair. I feel, okay, this is how I feel about it. Honestly, parang hindi masyado nagmamatter yung gender sa akin. But if it does, parang feeling ko, kasi din, bakit nga ba?
I think there are a lot of theories.
Lack of attention.
It's always
lack of physical intimacy.
Exactly. Cheating has always been about lack. It's always been a lack in whatever that is in the relationship, and failure to communicate that lack, failure to fulfill that desire, be it sexual, be it, you know, openness or emotional. But it always roots talaga from something that is missing, na hindi na communicate properly. In my you know, opinion, and also in my experience.
Totally agree.
But I
want to add, sorry, na-realize ko lang, sorry to cut you off real quick. Naalala ko lang, I saw in TikTok, yung nga sabi ni Nick, that those are the main reasons why people in general cheat. Let's use, for example, men. Those are the reasons why they cheat. But there's also another reason why they cheat, and it's because if the woman is a lot stronger, a lot more successful than men, and then some men want somebody they can control daw. So, quote-unquote, control, ganon. They want
Power
somebody
dynamic.
that they feel they can be above and stronger and more alpha male-ish, ganon. Gets you?
Right.
There are some guys who are insecure about their strong, independent girlfriend that they want somebody na ma-auto-auto nila, mapagsabihan nila, ma-under nila.
Well, let me tell you this too. You know, for some women, for girls, they cheat on somebody who's beta. You know, somebody who doesn't, you know, like who isn't as driven, who isn't as successful in terms of finances. They easily get bored, and so you jump ship. You know, if a man with good status and, you know, looks good, takes good care of himself, matitempt eh. There's that temptation to also jump, diba?
So talaga kapag hindi ka satisfied in so many aspects, you cheat.
Yeah. Ay, hindi ko lang maintindihan. Why would you cheat kung pwede mo namang tapusin na lang, diba? Okay. Is it selfishness ba yun na you know you want to enjoy the best of both worlds?
Yes, it is.
Some men, they cheat without the intention of, you know, breaking up or, you know, makipaghiwalay sa mga asawa nila. Parang it's just like a phase that they go through.
Tikim-tikim lang.
Yeah. Totoo ba yun? Phase lang ba? O gina-justify lang to?
Okay. If I may just share something, I feel like, and this is going to be, I don't know how you will take it, but I think I already told this to Miss Chloe. Like, I was in a 4-year relationship, and it became very comfortable. It was very comfortable. I wouldn't say that I didn't, you know, love that I wasn't loved, because it was. But it became too comfortable to a point where we were on autopilot every day. It was just
There was
everything-
routine.
there was routine, and routine is okay. But when things start to get really really bad, petty fights, they add up, and then you come to your boiling point, and then boom, and then you just don't talk.
And then there's
and then you
someone
find somebody, or
interesting.
yes, if somebody comes along, you don't really naman find it. Like sometimes you don't really find someone; they just come along. But then you're in a very vulnerable position because you're unhappy. There's lack of it, and you don't talk about it. So that happened, and like looking back, I always feel like that was because there's something lacking. And I mean, for you this might be BS, but I always feel like there's always this void. Alam mo yun, na parang you always need a partner. You always need someone to push you. You always need someone to be with you. Because you can't fulfill anything by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so when somebody comes along, with all these traits and all these desires that you've been longing from your partner, parang nagiging nagiging safe haven mo ba?
Yeah, gets ko.
Long-term partner mo. And there's something new. May ulam, may bagong ulam. It's,
so yun nga, you want to enjoy the best of both worlds kung pwede.
Exactly, but it's unfair. It really is unfair.
It is.
And it would not end well. If I may just say, it would never end well. Yeah.
But kasi nangyayari with those kinds of situations, for example, let's say yung sa kwento nga ni Nick, and then he ends things up with a 4-year relationship and then goes start something with this new one. But what's going to happen is darating rin kayo sa point of that routinary, monotony, boredom, yeah. Kasi ang nangyari kasi they filled a void that was lacking with the previous one. But what you won't realize at the early stages is there's also going to be a certain void with that person.
Yeah.
Kasi wala naman talagang we all know wala naman talaga perfect relationship that can be all happy, joy, di ba? So bottom line, it is selfish. It is a selfish thing to do for yourself, for your partner, for the person you're hanging out with, kasi pinapasa mo lang rin.
Yeah, and the paranoia will always be there. Like,
diba?
Diba when you start, si Miss Chloe nakikiti talaga. The paranoia will start to be there. Like if I was able to cheat with you, diba, to cheat on somebody with you, then what's stopping us, from cheating on each other? Right? Or if you try to go back to your long-term relationship, you would always feel, diba? You would always feel, because the trust is broken, you would always feel like there is a tendency for you to cheat. And then you start on your phone, you start, being paranoid, and it's unhealthy. It's very unhealthy.
So would you rather would you rather just break up with that person that you're having a relationship with kung nag-cheat ka na rin lang naman? Mas gugustuhin nyo na lang.
Oh nga no, why do they still try to salvage nga ba?
Yeah.
Pag niloko at nahuli na.
Perhaps?
Sorry?
Experiences? Because of the memories? Experiences?
I think depende yan kung is it just a boy-girl relationship ba, BF, GF, okay lang maghiwalay But when it comes to like you're married and all, marami kang pwedeng i-consider.
So much at stake. Investment.
Yeah, I was correct. I know of a couple na napakaganda ng buhay nila and all. They have a very flourishing business, but the guy found someone else. The girl is parang singer sa banda, yung girl. So lahat nasira, pati negosyo nila, just because naghiwalay sila. And the properties and all, and at the end of the day, yung mga bata yung naaapektuhan. So, yung isang friend ko naman gave me a very beautiful explanation kung bakit pino-forgive niya yung asawa niya nung nag-cheat and all. Some people kasi do not understand now that, they have a friendship. Other than just being married and partners, they are friends.
Best friends.
Parang best friends. So parang na-forgo niya na lang or but I don't know.
Well, so I guess they still decided to retain their life partnership Parang ganun. Pero the romance, the love, wala na. Like, unrekindleable.
Kasi alam nyo, once na matagal na yung relationship nyo, papasok pa rin talaga yung tama yung sabi ni Shai na maboboard ka sa kanya. Things that used to be cute, hindi na magiging cute, nakakainis na. You know, yung hindi tinataas yung toilet seat, iniiwan na bukas yung takip ng toothpaste, you know, things like that. And then eventually, you find another one. Tapos itong someone na to, madidiscover mo, may traits din na. So para what's gonna happen? That's why before you enter into something really legal, kailangan pag-isipan kung matitake mo ba to for life.
Totoo. Yes. That is why I know a lot of people will contradict me here, but that is why I am for living in.
Living in, yeah.
I mean, again, it's not for everyone, and I will not force my beliefs on other people, okay? Pero ako, kung sakali magkakaroon na po ako ng partner in life, kung the Lord will bless me with that, I'm okay with the idea of living in. So, kasi the more comfortable you are individually, the more makikita ng partner mo kasi yung lahat ng baho mo, lahat ng traits mo, di ba?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, what's that, Nick?
I'm saying that that's very important because when we date, diba, it's always our best foot forward. And that's fantastic. You know, that's how we attract people. But wouldn't it be nice if you see the bad, you know, the worst in somebody, and then wow, I could accept that, and then slowly you begin to see the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you slowly see what is beautiful, what is handsome in this person, and diba, it grows.
Yes, it does.
And that's why living in, I think, is really useful for couples talaga.
Nakakatuwa lang yung mga lalaki pagka nahuhuli kayo, no? How you make a lot of excuses trying to justify everything.
At sila pang galit.
At sila pang galit, kasalanan mo pa. Pero alam mo yun, akala nila tanga-tangahan ka lang, pero hindi nila alam, madami mo lang alam.
Oo, lalo na mga girls. Ang galing kaya natin mag-search. FBI tayo eh.
True.
That's how I found out also that my ex cheated on me. Kasi nga, dami kong mga hinak, ang dami kong mga photo evidences on Facebook and whatever. Sobrang like, I gathered all my evidence first. Yung alam ko na.
Ka?
Sorry?
Before mo kinonfront.
Yeah, I eventually had to na. This is like siguro by 3 months in, more or less, 4 months in of being cheated on, ganun. On the last month, parang feel ko like the coffin and the nail was actual conversation kung sakali. So, nahack ko yung Facebook niya at ayun po, nalaman ko na, actually Facebook and Skype niya, but yeah, nalaman ko na. And then, I presented all the evidence to him. Anong lusot mo dito? In fairness sa kanya, he didn't beat around the bush naman din. He didn't like deny or whatever. Inamin na lang rin. Yun. Mahiya ka kung magde-deny ka pa, friend.
Nakaka-offend naman yun, diba?
Ang ginagawa mo naman ako tanga.
But anywho, kung kayo ba, someone cheated on you, would you still be willing to forgive and give it a second chance, or just let go of the person?
Go, Nick.
Nick.
I've forgiven. So I already know that road. And again, you know, when I told you about the paranoia and you know, the temptation to snoop on the phone, it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel like a bad person. Yeah. And also at the same time, yung ego mo kasi, ito talaga yung totoo, and feeling ko I could speak for most guys. When somebody cheats on you, it's your ego talaga. It's your ego.
Parehas sa babae.
Diba, speaking, na parang, oh, shucks, mas pogi sa akin, mas matalino, mas mayaman, and whatnot. So, feeling ko more than the interest of parang letting the partner admit, it really has a lot to do with wanting to prove that you're better than the other. So, yung pag-forgive, feeling ko ang dali nun eh. Madali na yun. Like, hindi mo lang matanggap kasi na napalitan ka. And that's the difficult part. So, if I were to do it again, I mean, that was a learned experience for me. But like right now, if I'm deciding it right, I wouldn't. Because, and this is something that I just said to a friend like earlier today. The moment that you chose to cheat, the moment that you decided that you will be meeting this person, you would be doing stuff and whatnot, the relationship is already over. You already decided that your relationship with someone is already over. So,
yeah. Parang ano yan, Nick, parang you will be thinking over and over again, during the time ba na they were seeing each other at nagkakape, where the hell was I?
Yeah.
Was I very busy? I did not even notice. Kasi ang dami mga lalaki din na, not just speaking of one person, pero ang dami mga lalaki na gumagawa ng ganyan, and even mga babae na hindi mo talaga mapapansin. Because nothing changed. Iba yung, alam mong, nanlamig na sa'yo, or nag-iba na yung ugali. Pero merong iba na hindi nagbago sa'yo. Kaya clueless ka talaga. So parang, yun yung masakit doon Parang, asan ako nung time na yun? Ang tanga-tanga ko. Ang tagal-tagal na pala. Diba?
Right.
Yun. So ikaw, Shai, magpo-forgive ka pa rin?
Okay, just like what Nick said earlier, I've also forgiven before, and yun nga, it never became the same. The relationship was never the same na. So I expect also, if I would decide to forgive again with another person, sabihin na natin na, sige, we'll try to make this work. I wanna be with you long term, fine. Parang feel ko naman na okay ka sa buhay ko, blah, 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 kahit niloko mo ako. I would forgive you, but don't expect that things would be the
It's
same.
going to be the same.
Oo. And know that if you would cheat again, wala na, hindi na talaga. But this is me giving a forgiving chance. Pero feel ko sa ngayon, kung sakali magkakaroon ako ng moment na ganyan, I think I've learned to love myself well enough to say no na. Like, whether it would really hurt to say goodbye, whether it would really hurt to say goodbye to the years we've spent together, or the months we've spent together, whatever. Parang feel ko I'm at a certain point in my life na kaya ko na siyang i-let go kasi mas mahal ko yung sarili ko. Mas may pride na ako to take care of myself and not be played around that way. Parang ganun na. Pero once again, feel ko lang naman yun. Alam naman natin, pag marupok tayo, pag mahal natin, pag tanga-tanga tayo, we still tend to forgive even if they don't deserve it So, malalaman natin when the time comes, which hopefully will not come at all. Yun.
Yun. Ako, ang take ko lang dito, whether or not you're going to forgive or i-let go mo na, the fact that you've been cheated on is really, really, it's painful. Kasi dinaya ka, diba, by the person that you trusted. Yun lang. If ever that happens to you or to anyone, make sure na you don't let your emotions take over your intellect. Because hindi mo alam yung spur of the moment mo na galit ka and all, and who knows anong pwede mong gawin, mag-iskandalo ka or whatever. And naman yung people are, they can just say anything on social media, and there are screenshots and all. So, before doing anything, before deciding on embarking on a revenge, whatever, mag-isip-isip ka muna, dahil kasi baka mamaya pwedeng mag-boomerang din yan sa'yo.
Actually, kapag nakikita ko sa TV or sa movies, yung kapag nahuli nag-cheat, and then the person who was cheated on decides to walk away instead of doing something scandalous, mas gusto ko yun. Like, ay, good job, ganyan lang muna. Like, don't react on the moment. Like, walk away and think things through, whatever.
Headspace.
Yes,
oo.
Tapos, make a decision after you've calm yourself down kasi it's really not smart. This goes for all other situations. It's not smart to make decisions when you're very upset or you're very happy. Kasi those are your emotions thinking and not your brain So, yun lang. Tip lang, guys.
At saka, ang ganda-ganda kayong panoorin ng taong niloloko ka na tinatanong mo, tina-third degree mo, tapos yung hindi niya alam kung anong mga sasabihin niya, and you have all the evidence and all.
It's very satisfying, actually.
So anyway, that was another good discussion. And natutuwa ako na ibang-iba yung point of view ng mga millennials pagdating sa ganyan. Bakit kaya parang sobrang nino-normalize na ng mga tao yung cheating ngayon? Is it because...
Hindi talaga dapat.
Parang there is really no reason or any justification that you can give pagka ikaw ay nagloko. Pero kaya para sa akin, kaysa magloko ka, umalis ka na lang or
True.
drop the person like a hot potato and just, be
There are
happy.
some people who are in quote open relationships and pag ganun, pag yun na pag-usapan na not my thing, but kung napag-usapan naman nilang dalawa na I'm let's have this relationship where you're still allowed to have dinner with other people, I'm allowed to chat with other people, etc. etc. Kung nga ganyan na pag-usapan, siguro that's another story to talk about. But kapag you're supposedly in a dedicated relationship, one-way, two-way street lang dapat, huwag ka nang gumaliwa. Ano ba, bawal?
Correct. Pero wait lang, okay lang yung dinner, yung conversations, because I feel like
defensive?
Hindi. Teka lang, kasi kapag naman umikot yung mundo nyo sa isa't isa, it's gonna be, di ba, masasakal ka din. But you must know the line. And yung line nga na sinasabi mo, like, which shouldn't be normalized, yung parang you have to feel na magtatago pa. But again, I'm bringing back the paradox of choice, Miss Chloe, that I feel like that the reason why it's more of like a millennial thing maybe because our generation nag-boom na talaga yung online dating and it's so easy to hook up with people, to be honest. And may menu ka na naman di ba? So there's always somebody better. There would always be somebody better. But for you watching, I really don't want you to end up realizing that you actually let go of somebody who can actually have been a life partner of yours just because you thought that somebody else will be better than that
person. Correct. And ako naman, I think talagang people will always have their negative sides and positive sides. And it's just a matter of weighing kung ito ba mapapatawad mo or is this something that you just can talk about and just laugh about. And siguro depende sa level ng relationship nyo rin. Pero kung gusto mong magsulukan na lang sa buhay, di ba? O let go mo pagka ginaya ka.
Actually, there is no shame in being single forever. If that's a choice of yours, or if you feel nga na being in a relationship doesn't work anymore, I think that's what we should start normalizing. Not judging people for deciding to stay single. Parang ganun. Same way with some people who decide to not have kids, for couples who don't want to have kids, for example. I think we should really stop judging and say na, bakit? Sayang naman, napakaganda mo, ang gwapo-gwapo mo, sayang yung jeans mo, etc. etc. So these are things I think we should normalize and just accept that some people have their own decisions in life and wag na nating let's not force our choices on them.
That's true. Besides, being alone and being lonely is a completely different thing.
True.
Pwedeng mag-isa ka pero masaya ka because you love the comfort of your own big bed. And I don't know, mas gusto mo na, you fart big time and there's no one na pwede. And you things like that. So,
anyway.
I
mean, it would be fun to share the fart with someone else, right? But it's gonna be very sad.
Correct.
So would accept your fart wholeheartedly. But when you wake up and you feel empty, diba? Parang you feel like it's another day with this person. Then that's probably not the best.
Parang you're like tired of seeing the same person every day. So anyway, thank you so much for your inputs. I've learned so much from both of you.
Wow! I've learned so much.
Ako pa talaga yung natuto, no?
Kainis. Gamitin. We give you permission to use our input in Chloe's inbox. Wow!
Yeah.
Magsasend ako ng letter para maiba yung demographic.
Oo. Oy, marami ring millennial, ha? Huwag kang ganyan.
Talaga ba? Talaga.
Hindi lang yung mga mag-asawang nagsasawa na sa
tumatanda na rin mga millennials rin eh. So, we're at that point.
Pero maganda lang yun, mga millennials, hindi na nagmamadali mag-asawa, no? But that's another story naman.
Yes.
Okay, at this point, I want to end our discussion on a positive note. So, whether you've been cheated on or ikaw yung nag-cheat, you can always still forgive yourself and forgive that person and be a happy person. It's just a matter of choice. Diba?
Why are you smiling, Nick?
Forgive yourself. I forgive you.
marami kasi itong alam, may konyat.
And for those also who were cheated on, don't think that you are not worthy of love anymore. Don't think that hindi ka sapat para sa isang tao. You just happen to be with that wrong person at the wrong time. Waits ka lang dyan. Darating rin yung tama para sa'yo. If you're willing to wait, if you're willing to find someone also.
Yeah. How about you, Nick? Any final words?
Yes, take good care of yourself.
Cheaters and those cheated on.
Drink your water.
Correct. Drink your water. And also take good care of yourself and like stop looking. I feel like we should normalize that, no? Kasi with the online now, parang you always swipe left, swipe right, whatever, swipe. Just don't. Just take good care of yourself because when you're attractive, when you improve your intelligence and whatever,
confidence,
you will attract, di ba? You have confidence, you will attract the right person na effortless. Tama yan. So,
yun yung gusto ko na effortless.
Ako nahihirapan ako. Hindi pwede ganun sa akin. Hindi, ako sa akin, no. Kumontra ako kay Nick ng very slight. Put yourself out there without trying too hard. Okay. Parang ganun.
Exactly.
Parang ganun ako. Like, flirt. Landi responsibly. That's what I say.
Correct. Landi responsibly. Ikaw lang sapat na. Yun lang tanong talaga yun. Hindi mo kailangan ng iba.
Parang, hindi alam sa'yo ngayon, Nick. Parang maraming pag-usapan pag
I'm sharing the
nagkita
happiness. Off-air na lang, off-air.
Wait, may last question ako before we go pala. Paano pala kung nalaman mo na ikaw yung kabit? Another story for another day, another coffee break for another Wednesday.
Ganito yan. What if, malaman mo na ikaw pala yung kabit.
Without knowing how, without being part of the evil plot of your partner. Nalaman mo may bigla nang haras sa'yo sa coffee shop. Ikaw pala ang kabit ng asawa ko.
Yeah, it happens.
Ito, hindi yung asawa yung nangharas sa'yo. Pwedeng ibang tao yung nangharas sa'yo.
Diba?
May asawa yan, hindi ko ba alam. Ibang kwento na naman yun.
Another coffee break for another Wednesday yan.
Kabet
so
part
please watch out for that. Watch out for that. So, thank you so much for being with us today. Maraming salamat po. I hope that you guys learned so much from us. And thank you for posting your comments down below. Till next edition of Coffee Break. In the meantime, I'd like to invite everybody to please listen to us on 96.3 Easy Rock, just the right rock. Start your mornings with Samantha at 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 a.m. Followed by me, Chloe. That's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And of course, Nick comes after me.
I'm on board from 2 p.m. till 6. And of course, it's Shai for Light All Night.
That's right. From 6 to 10 p.m., I give you the music of Light All Night. And don't forget, fam, to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Easy Rock Manila. And follow us on all of our social media accounts. It's, of course, at Easy Rock Manila.
Right. Thank you so much. And have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Bye. This was fun. Bye-bye.